All right, Tom Hess, PBA50 Tour champion here, winning the Petraglia Championship, your 12th career title. 12 titles in, 5 years, 6 years on the 50 Tour. It's been really a Hall of Fame career here on the 50 Tour. How does it feel to get to number 12 here tonight?
Uh, Surreal, to be honest, Nolan. When I joined the 50 Tour, I knew that I felt I could win. I should say I knew I could win on this tour. But we're 4 tournaments into year number 6, and I have 12. 12. That is past my wildest dreams.
Yeah, I believe the all-time record is only 16.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
know.
like it's been a few years, and you're well aware of that number. When did that record? When did you shift from like, all right, let's see if I can get a couple to, let's go for the all-time record? Because I can tell that's been your mindset for a little bit now.
Yeah. 2 years ago, when I won 5 in one year, and it's like, man, you're in relatively. I'm good. I'm all original. No fake knees, no fake hips. Like a lot of the guys that are out here. I work hard. I bowl a lot. I feel great, and I think that I can get it done. I really think I'm 4 away, and I have 2 goals that I want to finish on this PBA 50 Tour. One is to catch Walter Ray. He is the greatest winner that our sport has ever seen, and to get into that rarefied air with him, to pass him, oh my gosh. And then the other is to win the World Championships. That would complete the career PBA 50 Grand Slam. So those are my 2 goals. Hopefully, I've got a good 5, 6, 7, 8 years to chase those and see if we can get it done.
The one here tonight, I'll be honest, you were fairly unemotional. I was ready for the full waterworks, the loud scream. Just describe the moment of winning again on TV.
Well, let's back up a little bit to get to this show. Incredibly hard on what I call the Hall of Fame Tour, and only 3 guys made each of these shows. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly grateful for the PBA, for Bolero, for Tom Clark, for all the people that fought to get the PBA 50 on TV. And then we find out there's only 3 guys on every show, and it's like, wow, these are going to be incredibly hard to make. So making the show was relief, They were so hard to make, and I just missed the one. I lost in 5 to Bill. So getting out there, I mean, making this may sound funny, but making the show was the win. It was a win. You know what I mean? And then to be the number 1 seed, only have to win 1 game. I knew if I went out there and bowled to my ability and the pins cooperated, I was going to have a good shot. I mean, 2 very talented players on this show, Andres and Ron, and to come out on top it's just surreal.
Yeah, how were you missed 2 left, obviously, but the other 10 were just excellent shots. How were you able to stay so composed and make so many consistently great shots out here?
Just the fact I've been on TV before, Yes, it's been 10 years now since a singles title, 15 years since my win, but just a couple of years ago I was on the league. Parker Bone, my great buddy, drafted me to be part of the Waco Wonders, so I've been out there under the lights, and it was awesome. The fact that this was the first time my mom had been here, so when I sat down, I was able to look over. I could see my mom, my wife, my son, my daughter, all here. Everybody in the crowd pulling for me, and honestly, when the first bad shot, when the one that left the 4-pin didn't split, it was like, okay, come on. And then the other one that left the 3-6, I just got ahead of myself. You know what I mean? I'm in the situation where that one right there probably wins the match. And so you try a little too hard, kind of reminiscent of what I did against Jack Jurek. I left the same spare. I 3-6'd, I threw it awful. Both situations, I made it. And then when Ron stepped up, I knew he doubled in the 8th and 9th. I knew this wasn't a gimme. I was going to go have to perform. So being out there, I was comfortable, and it was a lot of fun.
Bit of a different question here. How has you've been doing a lot of work for Bowl TV, following the main tour, and then on the rare chance you missed a cut on the 50 Tour, I'm sure you're hopping in the booth there. How has seeing the lanes from that side of the camera affected your performance at all over the last few years?
Well, if anything, Bowl TV has affected me the other way because I don't bowl as much. I stepped back from the regular tour. 2 years ago I competed full time. Last year I only bowled a major. This year I only bowled 3 events. And next year, I don't know if it'll be any, to be honest with you. So the fact that I'm not bowling as much with the Bowl TV, that hurts. The fact that I'm around the guys, that I'm around the sport, and I love being down in the pits. I love my sideline reporting job. I get to be down in there. I get to feel you're a reporter. When you get down and you get to be around with those guys, you get to feel it. You get to feel the excitement. It gets the adrenaline going. And the other thing that I love about my Bowl TV job, what a 2026 on the PBA Tour. No repeat winners yet. How many first-time winners? I grew up with Spencer Robars. I've showed you the picture. Spencer when he was 8, Brandon Bonta, all these young kids, Austin Grammer, Alex Horton, the rookies that are winning. And it just, seeing that change just gives you life and makes you feel good about being involved with the sport. And then you go out on your tour and you just have a lot of fun.
Yeah, how can you use this performance this week throughout the World Series and obviously a title here, and take that momentum into the rest of the season? Player of the Year race feels wide open in a way. Maybe you've been right there with JJ, but
yeah.
He's been with him being sidelined here for a little bit here. The door feels wide open, and I think you're the first guy that's going to be barking down the door.
Well, this is my second show. A little disappointed that the one thing that I wish we would have changed was 5 guys on the World Championship show. I would have made that as I got 5th. What this is going to do, this means that I've won at least one event every year I've been on tour. So now I've got a title. I'm not relax isn't the right word, but I just need to show up, do my job, and have a little bit of fun. And the rest of it will take care of itself. When I get comfortable and I see the lanes and I make good shots, I'm one of the guys to beat on this tour.
All right, I think that's a good place to leave this at. Congratulations, Tom Hess.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nolan.